Family front, it's a middle class background, and it's a geographical shift from Haryana to Gujarat. I could say uh, north to west, and education front is average. I did a education in Gujarati medium till 12th standard, and challenges faced when shifted to English as entered into the engineering. Precisely, I can say I did diploma in electronics. That time it was only after 12th, and very high importance to this particular field. So declined to even the admission which I got it in BMS as Ayurvedic, and even the civil and metallurgy degree. So there was constraint financially, and mind shifted towards earning after the completion of diploma. So hence chosen to get into the job actually, although qualified for a degree after diploma. So it doesn't mean my education and learning stop here. It was starting point and continue till today and further lifelong. Later, I completed even EPYM as an MBA course from IMT Ghaziabad, and so on. As even now also, I keep learning and getting into the various courses. So that's about my education background. Yeah, that's interesting. To get the job, first I faced rejection. That too in last round of interview. I passed, written exam for a technical position ISRO, which is a highly reputed organization, and I was among top 30 selected candidates against the vacancy of only one position. So, but while appearing to interview, that was something amazing experience. That was a round table interview. Almost 10 interviewers were there, and that was my first standing interview in front of 10 people from the various department. Although I couldn't get selected, I could not pass that exam as interview. And then I did brainstorming for myself that what should I prepare. So I did 3 month extensive preparations to get confidence and make capable to face the interview. And finally, I joined one of the PSU companies, Rajasthan Electronics Instrument Limited, as technical assistant. So that was the first job. Was very interesting because getting into the educations to the profession job. Yeah, thank you. Struggles start from beginning when you shift from your education to a professional job. My first job was contractual for a long period, and despite excellent performance, could not get permanent employment. Hence, I moved to a private job. So this was really a struggling when you do a best, because from the education when you get into professional you want to do your best, which I have done for a 4 years period of time. But I couldn't get the permanent employee in the public sector unit, and hence I moved to the private job. So this is something a biggest struggling point for me to move out of the PSU and move into the private job. Many turning point as you progress, but toughest one is when you against your nature of work ethics. So my work ethics are people as top of everything, organized way of working, adopt equality, uh, based financial discipline, and realistic commitment to the business, and always be having a entrepreneurial mindset. So I come across the organizations where all this was at stake against my work ethics, and I learned a lot of other side of reality and outcome from their experience. So to make my work ethics further strengthen, I think that give the immense because when you go against certain things, and that's where I strengthen myself with the learning. So that was the biggest turning point for my professional life. When I moved to a private job, I joined ISAB India. It's a multinational company. I was posted at Reliance Jamnagar in 1997, when refinery was in their initial establishment phase. So this was the turning point where I was alone to represent company for such a critical welding equipment supplied to is supplied in larger quantity to Reliance. So equipment was failing to perform. Such equipment was first time introduced to Indian market from Japan. I put myself first on ground 24 by 7 and stay connected to all the stakeholders who were using on behalf of Reliance. Also resolve the critical technical failure locally along with the help of head office. The result was win-win for all. I stay with the company during the tough time and same was rewarded and recognized by the organization. So, moral of the story, do the best when there is a biggest challenge. That's the real check of a professional for a next level readiness. Biggest learning is always have a entrepreneur mindset. That's the success mantra. And be yourself in new avatar as time progress. You can't fix yourself for a particular mindset and particular avatar. I think as you as a be yourself, but in new avatar as the time progress, rest is byproduct. Do the best when no one's supervising you. Do the best when no one supervising you. Always act at least three letter up. Your action should be three letter up. That's how you should your brain and your action should work. And the last I could say shortcut never makes you happy and make sure that you raise your voice for a valid reason for the society. Thank you so much.